Hey SBTV viewers, before this episode of You Got Game plays, I just want to let you know that the audio in this recording came out a little bit rough. It doesn't sound super loud, it just sounds very old school. So enjoy today's episode with very old school sounding audio.
Way back in the past, one summer and half a spring ago, we determined what it took to be an epic gamer. And now that time has come once again to see who will be filled with gamer glory and who will be deemed a fake gamer. All I've got to ask you is, you got game? Episode of You Got Game, the greatest game show in the world that features video games and is hosted by yours truly, Ryan Kreft. Today we have a neat pair of gamers to play on the show. We have Florence Anderson, who is our big boss and the mayor of Diptown, and Riley Wadzinski, the Metal Gear Jelly and the first member of the CT crew. So how's everybody doing today?
I'm doing really good. It's really rainy though, and I had to walk here, so that sucked.
And nobody likes that rainy weather.
Rainy weather sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having a great time. It's great coming in here again. Despite everything, I love that we're here and doing this, and I'm ready to get started.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, this is how things are going to go down today. I'm going to ask you all a series of questions about video games, and when I tell you to buzz in, you may hit that buzzer in front of you, and if you answer right, then you get yourselves a point. Pretty simple. You get it wrong, however, and your opponent has a better chance of getting it right. And if you both get it wrong, then that sucks, but I'll signal you again so that the faster person gets the buzzer, and we'll see if they get the answer. We will go for 5 rounds, and the loser of today will be deemed a fake gamer. I know, probably the worst possible thing anybody can happen, besides, getting canceled on Twitter. And the loser of today has the chance to redeem themselves through a redemption challenge. However, we'll reveal that once we get there. So, are you guys ready for your questions?
Let's do it.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's get our game on. Question 1. The Super Mario Bros. Sequel was very different from the previous game, but the original game the original game was retracted and renamed The Lost Levels. What I ask you today, in the original game, what item was introduced in the Lost Levels? Was it A, a poison mushroom, B, a Goomba mask, C, a flying tail? Start your buzzer now.
That would be C, a flying tail.
That is incorrect. Reset. We'll see if Florence can get it.
Poison mushroom?
That is correct. It was a poison mushroom.
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I guess who the fake gamer is going to be.
Oh, yeah, just
Serious trash talk out of that. Do you think you're going to be able to follow through the entire game with that?
No. My streak starts here and it ends here.
Lots of confidence and then not a lot of confidence right after that. Interesting game plan. Let's see how that goes.
Psych him out. It was a great plan.
Well, the interesting thing about the poison mushroom's inclusion was that the second game was meant to be drastically harder than the first one, introducing many different elements that people deemed way too difficult. One of the testers said that it was far too punishing to be fun, which is a very interesting statement to say for a game. So, after one question, we've got 1 point for Florence, and now we will move on to question 2. Sorry about that. Usually, sequels add to a game in an undeniable way. Mortal Kombat 2 added an iconic Easter egg that featured a well-known sound clip when you punched a character into the air with an uppercut. Now, I want you to use the phone device right next to you and click on the far right video and played those clips. The first one, it is a video clip of people playing Mortal Kombat. Just listen to it very carefully and see if you can match out the correct sound clip.
Round 2, fight. Round 2, fight.
Got that clip?
That sounded like only one.
Oh.
There's 3 clips, yeah. Okay.
That is not it.
While they figure out this technical mishap, let's review the possible answers to the question. The first one.
Round 2, fight.
The second one.
Round 2, fight.
And the third one.
Round 2, fight.
Thank you.
Okay, we figured out the problem. The players have listened to it. We'll play it for the audience at home. Now, which sound clip was the proper sound clip to fit that situation? Was it A, where the guy went, yeah! B, where the guy went, oh! Or C, where the person yelled, space! Answer your question in 3, 2, 1, buzz in.
I believe it was the first one?
That is
A?
not correct. Florence, do you have an idea?
I fixed the hockey one.
That is, in fact, correct. In Mortal Kombat 2,
Doing so good.
landing a particularly nasty uppercut, their words not mine, would make one of the developers pop in on the bottom right of the screen and yell toasty, which many people mistook as him going like, it started as a little inside joke between the developers of Mortal Kombat, but then started to become a lot more popular with the fans and developers alike. So much so that it continues to appear in Mortal Kombat games to this day.
Really?
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's kind of a really
Yeah.
cool inside thing. I would have guessed that's where that came from.
Yeah, I definitely did not know that. I'm not a huge Mortal Kombat guy. I'm
Right.
sorry, but yeah, no, that's interesting. I love it when developers do that, shove in their own little inside jokes, and you can
Exactly.
kinda
It's fun
share,
to
that's
just,
fun.
yeah, it's fun to see a little bit of a funny thing in the office show up in the game itself, or in any sort of media, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but now I'm 2 behind. We gotta get going.
We gotta get going, but unfortunately you're gonna have to wait because we got one commercial break coming at you. When we return, we'll get to our next question, and we'll get to that question. We'll see you then.
SPTV strives to represent the student body and Stevens Point community.
We are a professional student-run organization that provides hands-on experience for students to create the best possible content.
SPTV encourages creativity and is open to all students. Stop by our office for more information.
Welcome back to You Got Game. When we left off, Riley was down by 2 and Florence has taken a commanding lead and a little bit of trash talk to boot. Riley, do you think you can come back from this deficit?
Oh, I'm confident.
You're confident.
I'm confident that he can't.
Ooh, harsh words. Continuing that bold streak, even though you said before that you weren't confident in yourself.
Well, maybe it's because last time I lost to Nate, but now Nate isn't here.
Feeling empowered without our local mid-boss, I like it. All right, now for question 3. In Crash Bandicoot 2, main villain Dr. Neocortex aims to use crystals to use as energy for his new scheme. My question to you is, how does he collect them? Does he A, send his goons to go after them? B, he just asks Crash to do it for him? Or C, he uses various robots to do it? Answer your questions in 3, 2, 1, now. Florence, what do you got?
He uses robots.
That is incorrect.
Man.
He asks Crash to do it for him?
Ooh. That's correct. He looked at the basic superhero flaw and told himself, if I just ask Crash, he'll just do it for me.
Yeah.
And he was definitely right. The whole game is basically you building up the evil person's plan to the ultimate climax.
What a time.
What a time. And Crash is a very nice guy. That guy that runs around yelling "whoa" all the time.
Yeah, I haven't really done much with him lately.
Well,
Crash.
I guess next time I want to do something evil, I'll just ask someone to do it for me.
Exactly.
Yeah. Try it, and it might work out for you.
Hey, Riley, you want to rob a bank for me?
I'll be right back.
All right, now that we got our larceny out of the way, we're going to move on to question 4. Things are heating up because Riley is 1 point behind. Let's see what we got. Not a sequel, but a prequel. Popular horror series Five Nights at Freddy's released the second game in the series, introduced many new enemies to the game. Now I want you to press the middle video, and you'll listen to a sound clip. And my question to you is, who is that sound clip associated to? It also provides a little bit of a visual aid. So, the people you have to choose who that belongs to. Is it A, Balloon Boy, B, Toy Chica, or C, the puppet? Answer in 3, 2, 1, go!
Toy Chica?
That is incorrect.
The puppet.
That is correct. It does belong to the puppet.
Dang.
Yeah, take that, Mayor of Dip Town.
Ooh.
Mayor Joe's coming back.
What have you got to say to Riley?
You're not welcome to Dip Town.
Scathing. So, we are now tied, and as I've said before, the loser of today will face a redemption challenge if they want to get rid of their status as a fake gamer. Today's redemption challenge is the 50-50 Oreo challenge. The player will choose one Oreo and take a bite out of it. Unfortunately, you can't open it up and take off the frosting like normal people would, but there is a 50% chance that you will get a nice mega stuffed Oreo, and the other 50 is something rather unpleasant. And, just to alleviate whoever is the loser, I will also be doing it, so you could probably take me down along with you, but we will find out this final question, who wins and who gets the redemption challenge, after the next break. We'll see you when we return. Welcome back to You Got Game! Now, we have our redemption challenge set up, and I just have to ask, are you guys ready for the final question?
No.
I'm absolutely
Okay,
ready.
then we'll just wait to see when Florence is ready.
I'll survive.
You'll survive, got it. Here we go. Question 5 for the win. The numbered sequel to Angry Birds involved much of the same gameplay mechanics as the first, but also added many new elements, like the bird on the phone right in front of you.
Oh.
Take a look at that and let it go into your mind's eye. Now, the question that I ask you is, what is this bird's name? Is it A, Stella, B, Silver, or C, Zeta? Answer in 3, 2, 1, now.
Stella?
That is incorrect.
Silver?
Is that your final answer?
Final answer, silver.
That is correct. It is Silver.
Yes!
A come from behind victory for Riley. Nice job. Yep, Silver was introduced in the Angry Birds 2, which, in my opinion, is probably a better Angry Birds, and it was just a lot of fun to play, honestly.
I feel like she was also in the Angry Birds 2 movie.
The Angry Birds 2 movie, she was in as well, but
Isn't she Chuck's sister?
that is correct. However,
I remember that, but not her freaking name.
however, in the game, she has a completely different backstory and origin, if you can believe it.
The game's on her backstory?
More?
They have like a whole series where
Tell me about it.
cartoons and spin-off games that were
Holy
really
crap.
fun. And she, in fact, was an egg stolen by the pigs, who was then raised by them, and then she just defected or something. There's a very funny image of a pig looking at her and saying, "You're adopted," and her looking in horror at the person.
You're adopted. Shot picture face.
So, Florence, unfortunately, you are today's fake gamer, but you can redeem yourself if you want to take the Oreo 50-50 challenge.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I can make you eat the spicy one.
That's terrifying. So I'll bring them to you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, they were created in a sanitary environment, so we don't have to worry about any sort of problems.
Believe me.
So pick the one that you want.
You hauled it out and hid it in there. That's diabolical.
Yep.
I want this one.
Alrighty, so we will see who gets what. You ready to do this?
Sure.
All right.
Why not?
3, 2, 1, let's bite. Mine seems fine.
You're shabby in here.
What?
You're just shabby in here.
That is correct. It is wasabi.
I was so confident. I was wrong.
I'm sorry, Florence, for...
At least it's okay. It's not terribly spicy. I thought it was gonna be worse. I'm a big baby when it comes to spicy food.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think the cream cancels it out pretty well.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm sorry you have to watch me eat though. I will eat the rest of this because I did have to watch Michael eat 10 saltines. So
That was funny. I couldn't make something replicating that, but the idea is there.
okay, that one will probably touch my tongue.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Well,
It
Florence,
shocked me.
you have eluded the status of a fake gamer, and Riley is our winner today. Thank you so much for playing, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more SPTV shows coming your way, and we will see you next time.
That Oreo was really gross.